he added. He looked a little disappointed. "What happened?" asked Francine. Arthur let out a sigh. "Mr. Haney gave me this." He held up a large brown envelope. "He said it was for my mom." "That's it?" asked Muffy. She reached out for a closer look. "What does it say? Is it sealed?" Francine grabbed the envelope. "It's sealed, all right." She held it up to the light. "And too thick to read through." "Give it a shake," said Buster, cocking his ears. Francine shook the envelope for a moment. It rustled softly. "That doesn't tell us much," she said. Binky folded his arms. "Let's just open it." "I can't," said Arthur. "It's addressed to my mother. And look what's stamped on it. Private and confidential." "That's a bad sign," said Buster. "Good news is never private." "Besides," said Binky, "you can't start making excuses until you know what kind of trouble you're in." "Didn't Mr. Haney give you any clues at all?" Francine asked. "He said it was important," said Arthur, taking back the envelope. "That was about it." "If it was good news," said Muffy, "Mr. Haney would have told you. My mother always tells me right away if we've gotten a new limousine or if the cook is making a special dessert for dinner." "He didn't say anything like that," Arthur admitted. "That means it's bad news," said Francine. "The question is, how bad is it?" This was not a question Arthur wanted to think about. Binky laughed. "Ooh, I'll bet you lost a library book." "I don't think Mr. Haney gets involved with overdue library books," said Arthur. "Besides, I just returned all mine." "Oh, no," said Francine. "What?" said Muffy. "Tell us," said Buster. "Tell me," said Arthur. "Never mind," said Francine. "It's too terrible to think about." Arthur turned pale. "That's why you have to tell me." "All right," said Francine. "But you forced me into it." She shuddered. "What if you didn't pass Mr. Ratburn's history test?" Arthur frowned. The big test had been the week before. It had been a hard one. "Remember, Arthur, you told me afterward that you wrote how the Pilgrims came to America in 1620? "Francine, the Pilgrims did come to America in 1620. She looked surprised. "Really?" Everyone else nodded. "Well, still," Francine tapped the envelope, "the proof is right here. And if you failed that test, you might fail the whole year. You know what that means. Summer school." Arthur sat down in his chair and thought about his fate. Summer school. Perhaps the two most dreaded words in the English language. He saw himself chained to the wall of a dark dungeon. Outside the barred window, he could hear his friends playing. He looked out through the bars. Buster and the Brain were setting up a tent for camping. Muffy and Prunella were rollerblading. Arthur looked around his cell. He was alone, with only some thick, dusty books for company. Then the guard, Mr. Ratburn, walked in. He was slurping ice cream from a cone. A few drops fell on the stones just beyond Arthur's reach. "Snap out of it, Arthur," said Buster. Arthur looked at his friend blankly. "You know what they say," Buster went on. "Those who don't learn their history are doomed to repeat it." Arthur sighed. History or not, he felt doomed for sure. Chapter 3. Arthur could have taken the envelope straight home after school, but he didn't. "Mr. Haney didn't say anything about when you should deliver the envelope," the Brain had told him. "Under international law, you have the right to make a plan." They were sitting in a booth at the Sugar Bowl. Buster and Francine were there too. Prunella and Muffy were seated behind them. Arthur had bought some candy, but he wasn't eating it. He was just moving it around in front of him. The candy was shaped in a rectangle with a big question mark inside it. The Brain was staring hard at Arthur's envelope. "If only I could use X-ray vision," he said. Buster grabbed the envelope from him. "We have to take action. I don't want to spend all summer doing fun stuff without you." He pushed the envelope toward the edge of the table. "Hey, what if you accidentally lost it?" He shoved the envelope onto the floor. "It could end up in the trash, or a shredder, then bulldozed into a landfill. Only the seagulls would read it there, and we don't have to worry what they..."